Okay, how we doing out there? I'm back. First things first, my name is Kenneth Bird. I'm the creator of Supreme Ambient Light Rejection Screen Paints using ambient light rejection technology gain. We're doing the side-by-side demonstration on our Supreme Black Ambient Light Rejection Screen Paint. I had to abbreviate it, but only allow you to have so many charters when you start off. All right, so I told you that the technology that we developed basically can enhance a 720p projector to look absolutely incredible. You don't have to go out and spend the money for a very expensive projector. Now, one of the projectors I'm using is 600 by 800 res 720p SVGA at 1000 lumens. The other one I'm using is a projector that is 1920 by 1200. That is 5000 lumens, and that is a WXGA projector, which is a much more advanced model than the other projector I'm using. That's why I have them side by side. So you can see the difference. And on top of that, you can see that you really don't have to as I said before, spend a lot of money for a projector. The technology that we make here basically enhances a projector, even if it's a low lumen projector, to look absolutely incredible. I try to find me a video that would sync best. This one actually syncs I can sync this one pretty good. Now the reason why this one's doing 4.3, which I can change it to 4.3 because this one's doing 16.9. Let me see. I forgot. I got to do this all by remote controls. Where's my remote controls at for this one, Christie? Change that over to 4.3. This one. There we go. You can both keep them fair, because like I said, one actually can only do 4.3. And let's bring this one down to a lower settings too. Like I said, because it is a 5000 lumen projector. Standard. All right, that should be good. And as you can see, like I said, you don't have to spend a lot of money for a projector. The 720p projector looks absolutely incredible. Now, like I said, the 5000 lumen projector, it does have a vantage point. Like I said, it does have basically sharper and better picture quality and so forth to a certain degree. But as you can see, you're not basically going to lose a lot of picture quality when using a 720p. This is an SVGA, not XGA, SVGA projector. So I'm going to continue to let that play out right there. I go check on something really quick. Ah, that's great. We got a commercial that popped up on that end. What the freaking George? Really? Man, that sets me back. And we're reconnecting. Okay, there we go. All right, we're doing here. My data run much better. I'm just gonna leave this on while I take care of some business upstairs. So, for those you don't know, we're doing side-by-side demonstrations. Sony 1000 lumen projector, SVGA 600 by 800 res, and the giant Christie projector over there, 5000 lumens, WXGA 1920 by 1200. And this is just to show you that you don't have to spend a lot of money for an expensive projector. You know what I mean? This projector is outdated. What I'm using, it was manufactured in 1999. It's an old projector compared to the big boy projector we have over there. I got them both in 4.3 because this one only does 4.3 because it's that old. So I got them both in 4.3. And this is what the technology is designed to do. The technology is designed to do is take a low-grade projector and make it look incredible. Now, some people will say, well, the settings could be changed. Do you have any idea how powerful that projector is sitting over there compared to this one? This is a portable projector. Keep in mind, portable projector, manufactured in 1999. 600 by 800 res SVGA, right? That projector over there is 5,000 lumens WUXGA at around 1920 by 1200. So keep in mind, the screen is showing you that it gives the ability to make a 720p outdated projector look amazing. This projector is automatically going to be brighter. It's 5,000 lumens. Even in eco mode, it's still more powerful, more brighter than this projector. But look at the image you're pulling off. Let me find a charger around here real quick. Gotta locate a charger. What charger anyway? Let's see. Here. When people sit there and they deny a 720p projector by saying, oh, it's not a good projector, it's because they don't have a good screen. That's why. If you got a good screen, you can make a 720p look amazing. There we go. I just had to plug my charger on at 15%. I'm gonna let that run. You guys take all that in, talk among yourselves. I gotta go upstairs and do something. try to do something different. Running back and forth to the house, getting some stuff done. Let me see. And my phone's ringing. Hold on, let me grab this phone real quick. Hello? Wait a minute, who is this? I'm doing pretty good. Oh yeah. I'm a bit of a Star Wars fan, but and I haven't found any movies in a while. I've just been kind of busy and doing a lot of research. All right, people. Let's go back. We're going to do the jazz. I'm going to change it over to something else, okay? So, like I said, we're doing 5,000 lumens versus 1,000 lumens. 1920 by 1200 versus 720p. So, this is what we're doing. Yeah, I'm back because I had some phone calls I had to take care of real quick. Hey, how you doing? Yeah, I had some business phone calls I had to take care of that were very important. I'm upstairs working on the gaming room upstairs, so I'm trying to knock away at that as much as possible. Because every time they drop off an order here, I got to basically take that and finish off what I'm doing. I was up 4 o'clock in the morning, finishing up the blueprints and the design for the arcade cabinet, and I'm building out of cardboard. So it's been a couple interesting days, and then hopefully next week I can get my gaming reclining chair, which is I had to figure out how to run LED lights through that bad boy. Then I figured out they made battery operated LED lights, so I figured, hey, let's do the ceiling fan too. So I'm doing the ceiling fan with LED lights. That should be interesting, shouldn't it? That one's gonna be pretty crazy looking when I get done with it. Battery powered LED lights. Ha ha ha. All right, so let's come over here and let's grab another demonstration. Let me see what we can get. We got to get something we can sync it. Sync both of them together. So let me see on this one. Easy for me to get access to that one because it's on the PS system. This is actually one of the Crow boys that actually is pretty cool. He's a cool dude. Comes on here, very respectable, cool dude. I want to make you a crystal boy, man. Let me make you a crystal boy. All right, let me see. We're going to flip this over to the birds. So let's come out of this one. We got to sync both these at the same time. I think that's it right there. So I have to do them both at the same time. Of course, we would get a commercial there. Where we come together. All right, skip that, please. All right. Are we really that far on the chain? All right.
Our home.
Really?
It's where we feel our safest. Where we come
so let me get this straight. If I rewind it, I get the commercial. All right. Okay. Never mind. I know what they're doing. Okay, hold on. Boy, YouTube is making sure they get their money. You're gonna watch this commercial. There we go. Yeah, if I disappear for a minute, that means bottom line is I'm doing other things around the house. I'm just trying to get as much as I can done before tomorrow. I got the rest of my supplies in. Thursday's going to be a processing day, so I got orders to process on Thursday. And then Friday's a ship out day, so I'm going to be busy, crazy busy on those last 2 days right there. And then on Friday's going to be even more insane because all my stuff drops on Saturday. All the stuff, it's Friday. All the stuff I need to finish the cabinet upstairs, to finish the screens, all that stuff comes in. So I want to be working through Saturday and Sunday. So you may see me popping up on camera about 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning. Yeah, getting supplies in, man, are crazy, man. It is. It's crazy. I mean, I can get them in because now, you know. Yeah, well, it's not so much. Yeah, it's a bit hard working, but I love what I do. That's what it is, man. I love what I do. I mean, I don't complain about it because I love what I do. This is, I mean, I get to work barefooted all day, pretty much. You know what I mean? So I'm blessed to be able to do what I love to do. So I got to go up there and I got to convert the gray screen over into black, which I'm doing right now. The other screen, the 135, is done. I had to strip the stuff off of that. I got to hang that. And finally, tomorrow, I get the stuff to coat that screen in the back. Because I told you, got a little screen over there. I get to coat that, get that, I got to find the paint that matches it. I got to go in and paint that down, run the rest of the LED lights so they connect on the other end. Yeah, Christie's, man. Like I said, they're good projectors, man. They're very good projectors. I've been buying them left and right. That is the other one I got right there. I am now going to be looking to get my hands on a Christie Ultra Short Throw next. That's what I want. About $3,500. And then keep in mind that projector is. I gotta look that up and see when that projector they stopped manufacturing that projector. Because if that thing is $3,500 used, I hate to see what that thing was brand new. And that's a 1080p. That's no 4K. That's a 1080p. I'm curious what a 1080p Ultra Short Throw Christie would cost. Probably the price of a Tesla. All right, we'll do the LG Jazz, and after that, I got to basically finish up some things upstairs that have to be done. If you're gonna put orders in, try to put them in between today and tomorrow, because ship out date is on Friday. Next ship out day will be on Monday. Now, if you say, why your day scheduled like that? Because I have somebody who comes in and picks up my packages for me. Understand the post office is overwhelmed, but I went through some stuff, man, trying to get. I had only one person, and she was cool as on the what. She's the one that helped me get all my packages out the door, but everybody else was like skipping my packages. They just wouldn't pick them up. I just had a really hard time with people just picking up my packages. So a good friend of mine, she was like, well, I'll come down and I'll take your packages to the post office with you. And I said, well, I'll pay you for doing it. So I call her up. She drives down here and she drops off my packages for me, which is so much convenience. It helps me out so much. So, you know, that works out great. That works out great. And then I found a place that can deliver my product, like the main base of it. Can't tell you what that is, but the main base of it, they deliver it here to my house for free shipping, which is fantastic. All right, Chief, you have a good one, man. You have a good one. Be safe out there. That's a cool dude, man. I'll tell you, real cool dude. So I really can't say. I got to be honest, man. This guy right here, when he came in, I thought he was pretty much going to be a bit of a you-know-who, but, man, he turned out to be a really cool guy, which taught me a lesson that basically not all the crew boys are basically just that and the other. Some are pretty cool people. So, you know, it just changed my point of view on how I see things, you know. Really nice people. Some people can be real nice people. You never know, you know what I mean? All right, let me see. We're going to click on this video right here. Let's see how this one, we'll do a couple of these right here, see how they fan out. So I got to pause this one right here. So I got Chromecast running on one, and I got the PS playing on the other one. So I'm just synchronizing all this up. Let's see, you got to synchronize it. Over here. Let's go with the clear. And I know you want to see some gaming on the Christie, because I'm dying to see gaming on this projector. I haven't had my PS4 hooked up to this yet. So I'm dying to see what it looks like. So once this is done, I'll check it out and do some gaming on here. Let me see. There's the LG Jazz header. They're already set up here. Which one do I have? What's the theory? All right, I got this one. Nope, we're off. All right, hold on for a minute. Give me a minute. We're back. We're not off by too much. Yeah, we're off by a lot. It's driving me crazy. It's driving me crazy. That one started low? Come on, man. All right. All right, whatever. We'll take this. That's the best I can do. Told you, 720p looks incredible. I mean, it's not going to match it toe-to-toe and look absolutely perfect as the Christie, but keep in mind, this is a $75 projector. That is a $560 projector. That's 5,000 lumens over there. This is only 1,000 lumens. And think about it. Think about the huge advantage that the Christie has over the Sony. And yet the Sony looks amazing on it. Now imagining if you had a projector better than the Sony projector, which you probably should have, or not should have, but you probably do have. Even if you had a projector at 2,500 lumens, at 2,300 lumens, whatever, you know what I mean? It's going to look amazing on the screen. So it just goes to tell you that people that tell you that you have to have 4K, you have to have 1080p in order to get a perfect picture image, then there's something wrong with this screen. Because I can show you on our black technology how I can make a 720p projector look amazing. Right next to a big boy projector. That's just something stuck in my head. Oh, and by the way, the projector I'm using, the 720p, is using a VGA adapter. So it's converting VGA into HDMI, where this one's using 100% HDMI. So it's using a converter too. And just to show you. I like how it paused on my phone. And it doesn't pause right away, just keeps on going. But yeah, it's just to show you right there from the door. You know what I mean? So, those you don't know, so you can see it for yourself. That is the projector I was using in the demonstration, right there. That's the Sony portable projector. SVGA projector. I'll put the model number at the bottom of this video. I gotta go and I gotta do the other videos too. If you don't see me put anything at the bottom of the videos, it's just I'm running around the house just trying to get some other things done. Later on around the night when I get rested, I go upstairs and I'll put everything in after that. And that's the Christie big boy projector. So look at the two projectors. You got this monster right here versus this one right here. 5,000 lumens, 1,000 lumens. 720p, right? This is a 1080p projector. This is 1920 by 1200, 600 by 800 res. SVGA. That's about as low as you're going to get on a name brand projector. This is LWU505 widescreen format. So like I said, when people tell you that, hey, no, you can't use 720p, you can't. That's because your screen is not good enough. That's what it is. I'm sorry, but that's what it is. Your technology should be so good that you could basically make a 720p projector look amazing. And I said before, if I can make this projector right here look incredible, what do you think would happen if 4K hits this screen? Or something high end? And for people sit there and says, well, you know, bottom line is, that is the Christie doing all the work? No, it isn't. Look at the bottom of the screen here. Watch this. Matter of fact, I'm going to bring you with me. So I want you to come here. Bring it down to eye level. I'm going to tilt my projector for you. So it doesn't make a difference if you have a high-powered projector. Without our technology, that projector looks useless. So it's not the projector doing all the work. It's the screen that does all the work. This is the 1,000 lumen projector, SVGA, right? All right, look at the screen. Technology does all the work. That's what makes our technology so incredible, because the screen does all the work. Doesn't make a difference if you got a high-powered projector. Without the technology, the projector's nothing. Yet when both of them hit the screen at the same time, look how amazing this looks next to that screen. keep in mind with the new gaming systems coming up, what are you going to be playing on? You going to be playing on a white or gray screen, or you're going to be playing on black technology, or the technology we developed? Now, sooner or later, I'm going to be doing a demonstration to show you what the platinum Eclipse looks like, and also to what the 9 looks like on the 5,000 lumen projector. Let me see. See, that's the shame. That's what you don't understand, man. You missed the whole point of the demonstration, Ozzy. You missed the whole point of the demonstration. That's what you missed. You missed the whole point by saying, oh, it's about to be so and so and so. Bottom line is, my friend, you have to understand, just because you can afford 4K doesn't mean a lot of people can afford 4K. So basically, if you go to freaking Elite Screen or Black Diamond or these big companies, say, hey, look, I want to use a 720p projector, the first they're going to advise you to do is, no, you can't use 720p. You got to use either a high professional 1080p projector, or you got to use 4K. That's what you have to use in order to get the best picture quality. That's a bunch of crap right there. And by the way, I've done 4K versus 720p. You couldn't tell one from the other. I've done that demonstration too. And I owned at the time, when the projector first launched, I owned the ViewSonic VPL, it was VPL, it was the PK, something, what was that projector? 747, something, PK 747 projector. Anyway, the ViewSonic projector, when it first came out, 3,500 lumens, I owned that projector. I did a demonstration side by side to a 720p. You couldn't tell one from the other. So to tell your customers or tell people that they have to have 4K or you can't get this picture quality is bull crap. And I'm going to tell you that right from the door. That's what it is. Because here's the thing. Why should a person who basically does not have the money, or maybe doesn't want to buy a 4K projector, be pushed into buying one in order to get a good picture quality? You shouldn't have to do that. These screens out here, these companies out here need to start making screens that everybody can afford, number one. And number two, make a projector, have it so that you don't have to have 4K to have a beautiful image. Like I said, you got people who can't afford 4K. Just because you can afford 4K doesn't mean everybody else can afford 4K. So why should they basically be obsoleted just because only a certain few select can have that? I don't work that way. I make it so everybody can afford it. So that's why I use the 720p projectors, because to that person who may not be able to afford 4K, guess what? He can get an amazing image using a 720p projector. You're thinking like the big cats, friend. I don't think that way. If that was the case, I would have sold out a long time ago. You'd have never heard of this technology. Some big company would have had it, and you probably would have been spending $7-8 grand for one of those screens. All right, so that's how I do things. Just because you can afford 4K, you're thinking only of yourself. Not everybody can afford 4K. All right, so these companies that are working hand in hand with these projection screen companies, like Sony had that great big coffee table projector at $50,000, and Black Diamond was showing it off in their demonstrations. How many people can relate to a $50,000 projector, not alone a $10,000 projection screen? If you can afford it, that's you. But not everybody can afford it. So that's why when I designed this technology, I used the low-end 720p projectors. Anybody can, with the projector you just named, anybody can make that look good. I can make that look good on notebook paper. I can make that look good. But try doing a demonstration on a projector that's outdated. If you can make this thing look good, what do you think I can do to a 4K projector if I can make that projector look good? You know, you're missing the whole point. Ain't about bragging about what you have. It's about, bottom line, is making it convenient so everybody can have that nice picture quality. You missed the point, my friend. You missed the point. You're thinking like a rich man. That's the problem. But like I said, you don't have to have 4K. Tell me, oh, it's 20-something, so on. This is the age of 4K, so and so and so. If you want to brag about 4K, my friend, you're a little behind, my friend. I got friends over in Dubai who have projectors and setups that would basically put you literally to shame. You ever seen a 30K projector? I have. They do make them. Christie makes a 30K. There's an 18K projector too. So if you're talking about doing 4K, and I mean maximizing 4K, then you're talking about, bottom line is, you should have a 4K receiver, 4K speakers, and you know basically the 4K has basically special 4K cables. They're 50, 60, some of them are $100 a piece. I've seen the setups in some of these setups on Facebook. So if you're talking about how you have this ultimate 4K setup, keep in mind, buddy, I know people that are way, way, way beyond your pockets. way beyond your pockets. But anyway, I'm gonna let you go. Yeah, buddy, there is actually a 30K. Christie makes a 30K projector, 4K projector. They call them top tier projectors. All right, so I'm gonna let you go, Ozzy. Goodbye. I've had enough time talking to you. And that's what I'm talking about. When you get those people who think that, okay, you have to have an expensive projector. You don't have to have an expensive projector to get a fantastic picture. And that's why I try to make it so, everybody can afford to buy a good projector, have a nice screen in their home, and they don't have to lack their picture quality. They don't have to worry about the image washing out. They don't have to worry about bland, ugly colors. None of that. The only reason why people suggest you to have those projectors is because the screen is lacking in technology and they're expecting for the projector to pick up the rest of the load, the workload. That's pretty much what it is. That's what it is. So, that's a crow boy right there. That's the one that came in, the cool guy said, have a nice day. He's one of the good ones. But that guy right there, yeah, you don't have to have all that. Nobody. I'm sorry, but they do make 30K projectors, and I already know about the lumen counts. I know about that too, but they do make 30K projectors. But you're a little behind too. Goodbye. They missed the whole entire subject of what we're talking about on the technology, on basically showing off. You're watching a 720p low-grade projector go side by side to a big end projector. And that's what they don't like, because for a long time they were preaching that, hey, you had to have 720p. You heard Crow talk about this. You have to have 4K, 720p, 720 this, blah, blah, this, that, and the other. Now I come on here and I prove you all wrong. And the first thing y'all do is get upset and start screaming about different specifications on projectors, but you're missing the whole entire point. You're watching it live. You're watching a 720p projector side by side to a 1080p projector. And the picture quality on the 720p looks incredible, but they don't want to admit that. They just want to pick and choose their arguments. That's what it is. It's sad. But anyway, let's move on from there. So I hope you enjoyed the video demonstration. I got to go upstairs. I got much work to do on the gaming room upstairs. I do have demonstrations where we did do the PX747. That's the projector I was thinking about. The ViewSonic projector, or when they first came out. I did a 4K versus 720p. As a matter of fact, that technology we developed at that particular time to enhance a projector's capability, to give it the ability to be able to produce an image that close, is actually embedded and encoded in some of the technology we have now. It's interesting, when I did the demonstration outside, like I said, with a 1,000 lumen projector, at around blah, 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 12 to 13 feet back. Now, one crow boy popped up into that channel talking about anything, because they actually they had nothing to argue against at all, period. So I took their great technology that they basically live by and I made it better, which I did. That demonstration I did with that piece of plexiglass laying against the window and me pulling that image back and forth outside, why a 1,000 lumen projector traveled 4 feet through a sheet of glass and hit the outside of that screen, while it was actually a 2-foot distance from the screen window itself. Come on. You got to be kidding me. That's your great technology that I advanced. Your great technology, I gave it better contrast levels. I gave it the ability to be able to beat 5 of the top screens, which we did that demonstration on solid color levels, the star field, and also too, we did the demonstration, like I said, outside, of watching Tron at 6 o'clock in the evening. I took your technology and made it 10 times better than what it is. It is front and rear now. It has the ability to produce an image on a front image, and actually on plexiglass, it becomes a form of rear projection. So what else could you argue with me about? My knowledge comes from God, my friend. That's what I keep telling you over and over again. My knowledge comes from God. That's how I'm able to do stuff like this. So that means my customer can go out and spend $75 for this projector and get a beautiful image and a fully lit environment. And the image will look incredible. They don't have to have 4K. You don't have to have it. You don't have to spend this kind of money. Think about the sticker shock when people go in and sit into a booth where they have a black diamond display of a screen. So you go into that booth, they show the screen, you're in there looking at the movie chairs, looking at the setup, you're overwhelmed, you're wow about the whole entire thing. The image pops on, you're like, oh, all amazed about it. But you ever think about what kind of projector are they using in the back? I bet you $100. It's probably a very expensive model. I guarantee you it's 4K. I guarantee it's probably between 4 and 5,000 lumens. I guarantee it probably costs you between 4 and 5 grand easily. Easily. But that demonstration would have been more impressive if they were doing it with a 720p projector and they were producing a beautiful image. And so how much was the projector in the back? Well, that projector back there is like $100. They're going to buy that screen in a minute. I don't know. It's a $5,000 projection screen, so I don't know about that right there. So like I said, I'm going to do me a theater system. As a matter of fact, I did a demonstration once. Before I go, I did a demonstration once where I had a 1080p projector sitting there at 720p. I had a 1080p was on, but it had nothing running through it. So I showed them the projector on. I showed them that I'm setting everything up. I swapped out the projector, put a 720p there instead. I had everybody in there believing that they were looking at a 1080p projector. But the entire time they were looking at a 720p projector and didn't even notice it. Until I turned the camera around and said, oh, I'm sorry. I lied a little bit. That's not a 1080p. That's a 720p projector. He's saying that you have to have it. And you don't have to have it. If that's the case, then I guess everybody should have OLED TVs too. If you're supposed to have the latest and most high-tech available, you should have an OLED TV. Man. But anyway, people, I'm going to leave out of here. I got the gaming room to finish upstairs. I got to get as much as I possibly can done because I got to turn around. I got to have a busy couple of days. My days are going to get really crazy in the next couple of days, so I have to get ready for that. And then, like I said, I'm getting the rest of these orders done, get them done. Yeah, it's going to be stacking up in here a bit. All those are orders right there about to be sent off right there. So those are the ones that are coming in that I'm actually knocking out right now. These are the ones that are already done. So you can see it's a process. I'm going through the process, getting it all done. And then on top of that, I still got more orders coming on top of that. So like I said, I'm happy. Thank you so much. The orders are the fun part. I'm going to tell you right now. This stuff right here, because it takes time, I got to set all this stuff up and get the projectors out here and plug everything in, get everything synced. But this is the part where I have fun because I can sit out here. This is why I have my screen sitting here because I used to have my cell phone sitting there and I watch my TV shows. Now I just basically turn on my ultra short throw and I watch my shows on that screen right there and I can work. This is my workstation where I like to work out in the kitchen. So I put a screen in here for me to watch TV. I like to watch the homestead shows and watch TV and work in here. But this is the fun part of my day where I get to sit here and make paint. I love making paint. I like to make paint and wrap everything up and put it in the packages and stuff and have it set up and ready to go. This is what I like to do. I like to do that so much. But yeah, I'm a happy camper. Let me show you upstairs what's going on real quick in the gaming room. We're doing much of the good things in there. I can't wait for the recliner to come in. The big boy chair. I can't wait for that bad boy to come in. Bigger question, how am I going to get it up the stairs? I hope it comes apart in pieces. All right, so there's the black screen finished off. Woo! There it is done. There's my black screen. This is what I'm converting right now. I told you already from the door that I do love our gray technology. I love it, I do. But I'm a contrast man. I like contrast. That's why I stand. I like contrast. That's when people ask me, what screen do you prefer? The 12. I like black screens. I do. I like contrast. Especially when it comes to gaming. Gotta have that black contrast. So that's why I'm converting it over to black. I want all the screens here black. This is why I can't hang my screen yet because this part right here, this screen has to disappear. So I already ordered paint to match the walls. Sorry about that. So I can basically paint over that, lift the screen up and hang it up. You won't see the window, all that be hung up. Then I can run the rest of my LED lights through here, all across here, down here, blah, 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 blah. Get that all done and finished. There is the finishing out the cardboard mapping for the arcade screen right here I'm working on right now. I got all my games loaded up over there. I actually already ordered a Dreamcast, ordered a GameCube. They're going to be coming in because I got my other games here waiting to play with that. And I ordered some other things. Got my Power Stone over there already set, ready to go. I already got my memory cards. My memory cards are already loaded up with all my saved games on them, so I'm good after that. So this is how I'm mapping the whole thing out right now. It's done. I just have to now, not done, but I'm done with the mapping part. So I had to spray paint all this to color it in real nice. The base is going to be black. These bottom rails are going to be nice, like a kind of shiny glossy blue. And then this frame right here is going to be red. I got to bring the screen down a little bit farther there, down at the bottom, which I'm going to finish that off today. This is all doubled up 2 at a time so it doesn't warp or bend. Inside, I have this right here to lay against this so it lays flat, it doesn't tuck in. Now, what I was thinking was, once I finish this, I'm going to put a huge kind of stationary right here. Now, I'm going to hook this up with the coin slot on the side, maybe some lights on the front, and then at the bottom right here, I'm going to get 2 pieces of wood here and here, build a base so they stand up, right? They're going to hold the platform in place. The reason why I'm doing that is because I'm going to cut an area out in here where I can actually take my arcade stick and put it right over top. So it's an arcade stick holder, but it looks like it all goes together with the screen. That's what I'm working on right now. So I had to go outside and I have to build the stand. It has to be all wood because I need to support that cardboard. Even though that cardboard is going to be connected to here, with that arcade stand on, it's going to cause all this to collapse. So by building a nice little wooden stand to stick up and connect to the bottom of that, and then I'll camouflage all that in cardboard real nice, put some display stickers on it, LED lights underneath of it. Maybe because it has that little area here and here, I may be able to put some speakers right up in there and here and here. That'd be kind of nice too, to add some speakers. I also noticed that when I was doing the demonstrations on it earlier this morning, that the sound was coming from back here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually come in and put in a sound bar, not as big as that one, but a smaller one up here, maybe in the front, and then I'll put the sub right over there. And that way I can have all the sound coming from here when I'm over here back here gaming. Now that right there is going to be mounted up here. These are the shelves that I'm building right here. So this is the first one. This one's for that projector right there. Boom. And this one here, the reinforced one, is for the Christie right there. So how I'm going to do this is I'm going to have this mounted to the wall like so, right? And then I'm going to have another one of these connected here. I got to get my sander. I got a cutter to cut all these off nice and smooth, sand it down. And then I'm going to take another set of these and put them right there. So it's going to be brackets from here to make sure it stays secure to the wall. I ordered probably some long inch galvanizing screws, and that's going to be put right up in there. Off my drill already, off my drill in here. That's already a hammer drill, so that's designed to punch the brick if I want to. So that's how that's going to be set up. So this one's going to be there, connect to there. This one's going to be here to connect to here. And this one, I'm going to mount it, probably put a nice little stand here because there's a window there. I can't mount it anywhere. Probably put a nice little stand so it connects to here. I may raise this a little bit higher, So as for LED lights, we have LED lights wrapped around the entire place. I just have to finish up this area here. These lights are going to come behind the back of the screen, which are already done. They're going to trace out here. I got a set of speakers that are going to go across here to lift the screen up a little bit higher because we're going to have a big gap in here once I raise this thing up. We're going to red LED lights around the floor, trace it out real nice, all tracers all the way around the opposite way. So these right here are going this way, these tracers are going to go this way. And then once I'm done with that, we get the massive giant gaming chair. This one right here is just going to be set over there for the time being because that chair is not designed to be moved around, it's big. The big Lazy Boy gaming chair is going to sit right here, which means when I'm playing, I can play here. And I can play here. I can swing back and forth with my chair on which screen I want to use. This chair I'm going to dedicate it to over here for gaming. That's what I'm going to do. So I'm going to LED light the chair. And then since I found some battery powered LED lights, guess what else is going to be LED light? Dun, 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 dun. I'm going to LED light the fan. It's going to look pretty cool with the lights out. That is going to look really freaking cool with the lights out. Wonder how that's going to look. It's going to look pretty crazy. Yeah, so that's some of the stuff I'm working on. So, yeah, just about done. I'm going to do the windows, too. I'm going to trace out the windows, too. I'm going to trace out the windows. All the windows, I'll trace them all out and everything. So it's going to look pretty cool. I just got to keep the lights on dim, because if I brighten this place up, I'm like, good gracious, what is going on in that room? And I had to put an air conditioner in here, because if you ever ran a projector in your room, they generate a lot of freaking heat. I'm going to have 3 of them in here running. And that Christie, that thing generates some serious heat. So yes, air conditioner will be running in the wintertime. Same thing in here. And this one right here. These are all the projectors I'm working with right now. That was the screen over there. This was my old gaming room. But I just use this for work now. So who the freak is that on my? Oh, it's a cat. Why is a cat? Run the air conditioner in there. So, yeah. Then I got to pick up what toys I'm going to be doing to put in that room. I don't know. But yeah, that's basically about it, people. So I got to get back to work. There's much to do. I'm telling you, a video would not be a video without a discussion with a crow boy. The other guy came in, like I said, he's cool as I don't know what. He's a cool dude. But the other ones that come in, man, they're so angry. Angry. Buy a pinata. Buy yourself a pinata. Go in the backyard and whack it a few times. And then get a treat. Get some candy out of it. Angry. The future is actually 4K. You have to go 4K. That is the future. Okay. I'm going to shut this thing off and then get ready for the day. And actually, I am ready for the day. I've been up since 4 o'clock this morning. Probably going to be up even earlier this morning. Sorry about that, people. Probably going to be up earlier tomorrow. All right, look, I'm going to get some, I got some more work to do. And I got to tend to a few more orders that just came in a few minutes ago. So I got to get them done and get everybody ready for Friday so we can get everybody shipped out. All right, thank you all for taking the time to come in here and watch this with me. I really, really enjoyed it. You should ceiling mount it. Nah, I ain't going to ceiling mount it. I'm moving out of this place, man. I'm not going to ceiling mount it. I was thinking about ceiling mounting. I was, but no, I'm not going to ceiling mount it. I'm not going to do it. I'm just going to put them up on the shelves and be done. Those screens, those projectors are lens shift. That's why. I don't have to ceiling mount it. Usually, if you put a projector on a shelf, you got to figure out a way how you're going to tilt it and all that stuff. These projectors have lens shift capability on them. So I can set my projector right here, and I can take the image and bring it all the way down and connect it right there. That's what I love about lens shift. You may stand in front of the image. Actually, if you use lens shift, you can stand in front of the projector and the image is not going to hit you. I guarantee you with lens shift. It's like I said, even if you, like I said, if you prop your projector up high, so you put your projector up here, you still got to put it on a slant. Even if it doesn't have lens shift capability, you still got to put it on a slant. And you see the size of these monsters? You think I'm going to mount that thing to a ceiling? Really? You see the size of these things? These are Christie's. I'm using all Christie's upstairs. These are not your everyday projectors. What's the size of that thing? I do not want to mount that to a ceiling. I'm better off mounting that to a freaking wall. That's a big, big projector that I have hanging from a ceiling. It's not standing over top of me. If this thing happens to come down, it's going to come down on the back of me, not over top of my head. I seen somebody, and thank you for saying that. Like I said, I'm not putting you down by you saying that, but now I'm not going to mount it to the ceiling. I seen somebody who mounted a CRT to a ceiling. Good gracious. Man, I watched that demonstration. It was insane, man. It was insane. A pairless mount. Nah, I'm just going to mount it to the ceiling, man. Be done with it. Next house, I'll do it on that level. This house, nah, I'll rent this place. I'm renting out here. And the probably said, well, how's your landlord allowing you to get away with all this stuff? Because I'm buying the house from them. Yeah, I'm planning to buy their house. So, they really don't care anyway. I pay the rent on time, which always pay on time. And I take care of the property. And all this stuff I put in here is considered to be an upgrade for them, to tell you the truth. But yeah, they don't mind. So bottom line is, I'm not going to mount. I'm not going to do anything to the ceiling. I already painted this ceiling already. So I'm not going to mount anything to the ceiling. I'm good at where it's at. Maybe the next house. Well, actually, to tell you the truth, that next house is not. I may put in a movie theater in the next house because I don't have a dedicated theater. Never had one before. So it would be nice to have a dedicated theater. If I do one, I want one where the screen is actually sitting on top of a stage, like a real movie theater. Like you literally got to climb up on the stage and all that. I would like to have something like that. But the project that I have working on for the next house, I want to do a 300-inch screen. But I want it with short throw projectors. So I'm going to get the Dells. The Dells do a real 150-inch screen at 5,000 lumens. So I'm going to get 2 of them. A friend of mine, as I said before, is going to use Warp software to actually mend those screens together to make one out of using ultra short throws. This dude's pretty cool. Actually, he was the guy I was in here a couple of days ago. Yesterday, I was in here talking to. The buddy, his name is June something Tech 21. He's the guy who does that kind of crazy stuff. This guy builds his own arcade machines, man. He rewrote the operating system for freaking for XP. He's a really cool dude, man, but he's going to do that for me. He's going to sync those projectors so I can have two ultra short throw Dell projectors, and he's going to stack them too. So basically, well, he can't stack them, but he's going to run both of them where we can get a 300-inch screen out of it using ultra short throws. But I don't know. Yeah, I was thinking about outside. I want to do a screen outside, but I'm pretty much not going to even bother mounting that either, to tell you the truth. But then again, that might not be a bad idea you got for the mounting the projector outside would be pretty good, because then I wouldn't have to put it in the outer box. I wouldn't have to build some special stand for it. I can put it into like a nice little kind of hut area where I can have it mounted and have it hitting the screen. And then if we have any storms or something, I can make the hut where the doors close and everything, where it would keep basically the projector secure while it's inside of there. It's not a bad idea. I'm going to think about that. That's a good idea. I never thought about mounting the projector outside. And I got a deck outside too. Matter of fact, even here, I got a deck underneath me. I could basically mount the projector right there, right under the deck. Ah, thank you. I never thought about that. And you see, I'm not talking about mounting upstairs, but that's a pretty good idea right there, because I'm just thinking about it. I could just mount it under the deck. Might as well. You know what I mean? And put some kind of outer box around it. That's not a bad idea. Or if I can put it on a track, that'd be nice if I can put it on a track where I can slide it back and forth. That'd be pretty cool. Yeah, thanks, man. Thanks. I'm gonna think about that. I'm gonna run some blueprints and see how I can build that under the deck, because that would be really, really nice to have. Because I already got an area where I can put a motorized projection screen down there. But every time I go out there, I gotta set the deck. I gotta set the projector on a little stand and all this other stuff, and it becomes a headache. So yeah, that's a good idea. That's a really good idea. Thank you. All right. Thank you all for your time. And y'all have a blessed day. Thank you all. And I said God bless already, right? Well, God bless again. All right. Got to go.